Vicksburg, but for various reasons, we need assets over here, political reasons for this. But when General Grant finally took over as the overall commander of the armies, he set it in motion. Said, this is a priority. Make it happen. And we'll see that the team that Grant, Wells, and Lincoln picked for this operation, we couldn't have picked a better team. But before we get to the team, it's best to talk about the strengths of these characters. Before we get into the operational planning side, I'll tell you a little bit about each of these men. You're very familiar with Farragut, 63 years old at the time. Interestingly, a lot of you guys know he was a Southerner. And he was to the Navy what Grant was to the Army. He was the hero. And after the Battle of New Orleans in 1862, he had gone on to conduct joint operation after joint operation, Port Hudson, Baton Rouge, Vicksburg, operations along the Texas coast. So by 1864, he's the Navy's expert on joint operations. And Farragut has full authority over who he's going to choose as his fleet captain. And he chooses Captain Percival Draper, a lot like Farragut in a lot of ways. Also a Southerner, he's from South Carolina, fought against his own brother at Port Royal. But Draper brings some skills to the table. One, he has experience in joint operations as well. And also he had commanded an ironclad. So the understanding of ironclad was kind of a chink in Farragut's armor. So Draper fills that void. So you couldn't pick a better naval team to run these operations. Now they just needed an Army component as adept at joint operations as they. Luckily for Farragut, that counterpart is not going to be Banks. When Grant took over, one thing that Grant brought to the Army, one of the many things, was he was not afraid to fire incompetent generals and political generals. And at the top of that list is General Banks. And so Grant tucks Banks away at a desk job where he can't do any more damage. And Sherman and Halleck recommend to Grant this general who's been out west, General Canby, Edward Canby. Canby is humble. He's got a lot of experience. He's a very good administrator. He had worked with Sherman out in California. He fought the Seminole Wars, fought the Mexican-American War. He had run the department in New Mexico to great effect. And so Canby comes out to replace Banks, and they actually created a new title for the division down there, Division of Western Mississippi. So now you've got three members of the team assembled. Granger hadn't come on the scene yet. Granger's still up in Tennessee. He's going to come down a little bit. But this is our initial team. And Grant told Canby, go down to New Orleans, clean up this mess that Banks has made, and start planning this operation against Moby. So Canby obeys, but unlike his predecessors, Canby understands the power of a personal relationship with your Navy counterpart. So he boards a dispatch ship, the Glasgow, and steams out of New Orleans to off the coast of Mobile and boards the Hartford on June 16th to have his first meeting with Admiral Farragut. This is going to be the first of many meetings they have in person before and during the Battle of Mobile.